A very good morning, everybody. I hope you all are doing fine. So, now, let me now tell you about myself. My name is Vipin Yadav, and I welcome you to the session. So, today we are going to discuss about the percentage over here. So, before we get into this part, let me now tell you. Okay, so let us see over here. So, some of us were, as I have talked about, some of us. So we they are facing that we are having a language that is like Java. We all are learning. Okay, like they are facing some problems. So definitely, when we learn a language, in that case, we face some issues. Definitely for sure. And now for that, we should be persistent, continuously do whatever we are doing. So now let me tell you over here, we have this part, and now today, we'll be starting with this part over here. What? The percentage is the topic today we are going to start with, and here is the percentage topic. So already we have discussed some questions previously. So now let me first confirm, are you all able to hear me? Please comment down into the chat box, everybody. Yes. Are you all able to see the screen and hear me clearly or not? Yes or no? Please comment down into the chat box once. Thank you, Janvi, for telling me. Okay, great, cool. So now let us begin. So I already told you that today we'll be discussing first the part we already done in the previous session. So 5 minutes for the part that we already discussed in the previous session, and let us now revise the part that we have done previously. So let us begin. Now the percentage we have discussed like previously. So now what is the percentage? Percent. Percent means what? One part out of total 100 total parts. So now this is a pizza. So we divided this complete pizza in four different among the four different friends. So 25% we need to divide among four. So this will be 25 parts out of total 100. So that is 25% means 25 parts out of total 100. Next, now we discuss about the percentage into the fraction. If I need to convert the percentage into the fraction, just divide the number 20 by 100. 20 by 100 will be the fraction. Now, fraction to percentage over here, we'll be just directly multiplying with 100. 1 by 4 is the number. 1 by 4 is the number. We are just multiplying with 100 and getting it into the percentage over here. Then now we also take an example, we have to learn a lot of fractions as well into the percentage. That is already we are discussing in the group. So we have already taken some of the fractions. You have to learn it. So that is the part. Further, now we also discuss our example over here, 266.2 by 3 over here percentage. And now we can divide this number into 250 plus 16 2 by 3. Now 250 can be written as it is a percentage converted into fraction. 250 by 100 plus. Now 16 2 by 3 is what? 16 2 by 3 is 1 by 6 over here. Now this fraction is 5 by 2 over here. Plus, now 1 by 6 is also a fraction. We added overall, we are getting into the fraction as 8 by 3. Now, percentage change, there is a formula I also told you in the previous session. Percentage formula is final minus initial upon initial into 100. So, initial, that is an important part. What is important? Important is the initial part that we have taken, we have to take in the denominator. This denominator part we have to take, we are taking in which, we are comparing with which part? We are comparing with initial, we have to take initial in the denominator. Further, we also discuss a question. In mock interview, you are able to answer 7 questions out of 8. How much percentage of questions you are able to solve? So 7 by 8 was the 7 questions out of 8. 7 by 8, just multiply with 100, you will get the 87.5%. Now, if you want to calculate over here indirectly using the fraction into the percentage, if you learn this fractional part into the percentage, you just multiply. 87.5 is the answer. That is basically the first question. Second question, we discussed how much percent you have got after 100 out of 120 marks over here. Again, this 100 out of 120, this is the fraction, and now this fraction we have to multiply with 100, and 250 by 3 will be the final answer. This will be the finally the percentage answer. Secondly, third question, if the height of the Ramesh is less than by 20%, then the Suresh. So we discuss Ramesh and Suresh, and now Suresh is having 100. We assumed that Suresh is having a height of 100, and now question says that it is less than 20%. 20% lesser means what? 100 was the height, and then we reduced, and it became 80. How? Here is the formula. Here not exactly the formula. We understood this part. From 100, we have to subtract 20%. 20% minus 20% of what? 100. 20% of 100, that is divided by 100 over here. We solved it, and now subtracted from 100. 100 minus 20 is 80, and now this is 80 is the Ramesh height over here. Finally, we have got, as it was saying in the question, that is 20% lesser. We are just revising right now. Those who joined just now, we are just revising the previous part. Now that we basically calculate over here, 25% over here we are getting. Now the next question, a number is supposed to be multiplied by 3 by 4 if it is divided by 3 by 4. So now it is saying that by mistake it is divided by 3 by 4, but it should be multiplied. So now what we did is like we first understood that how to convert this division into the percentage. So division into the like first multiply, division into the form of multiply we converted, like just change the numerator and denominator, c by d will become d by c. Now therefore like here the 3 by, it is by mistake divided by 3 by 4 now, so we converted into the multiplication form. So 3 by 4 will become 4 by 3. Now this is the final number that we multiplied. Now this is the number initially like we have to actually multiply. Now we have to take the LCM of 4 and 3. So LCM of 4 and 3 is 12. So therefore like we multiply the common number 12 over here. We have taken 12 over here, 12 over here, and now overall 9 and 16 we are getting the like the percentage error. Using these two we can calculate final minus initial. Final minus initial. Why? Because we need to find the percentage error. Error is what? Like basically the difference between these two is the error upon total. Basically whatever the initial amount, initial like number. So we have to take it like that. Divided. This is the final answer over here. Cool. Now that is about the question. Now let us move ahead. The next question: price of the onion over here. So price of onion. We are just revising the concept we have already done in the previous session. Price of onion sold by, it means like price increased by 15%. So Shiny decreased the consumption of onion by 10%. Okay. So 15% price increased means what? Like okay, first let me tell you that original price we have to assume it as P rupees per kg, and then the consumption we have to take as C kg. Expenses price into units consumed, that is E equals to PC 1 PC. Achha, new price will be 15% more now. So we applied this formula and 1.55 we have got. Similarly, now we subtracted 10%, so now it is 0.9C. So these are the two final values over here we have got. Just you have to multiply because expenses price into units consumed. So new expense will be like this 1.15 into 0.9, that will be 1.035 we have got. Next, now here if the radius of the circle is increased by 50%, what is the percentage increase in the area? So now area formula is pi r square. So now the radius is only increased. So radius is increased by 50%. So we increase and 1.5 r we are getting. Just put it into the formula 1.5 r whole square, and finally we get over here as what? This is the final part we have got area this. So final minus initial upon initial. This is we have got 1.5. We have got over here. So like this we have got over here, and further now if I say that. Now here 1.25 exactly by mistake it was written 1.25 by like pi r square we divided, and now 125% we have got over here. So now this is the first way. Using the formula also you can try and get the answer like this. A, B you have taken 50-50, and then accordingly we have got. The next question 610 is placed over there, okay, and 4% risk went over here. So like we subtracted 4% minus 100% over here, that is like 96%. Okay, these are the people who basically are remaining people. Okay, 4% wear the wristband and remaining are 96%. So remaining player is 96% of the total player, that is 600. So finally we calculated 576. Again they are saying that of the remaining, whatever remaining, 25% wear the rest went on both the hand. So now so we again from like 25% now, so like they wear, and those who don't wear is 75%. From 100 we can subtract. So 75% of the 576 we have subtracted like this. 432 is the answer. That is the overall part that we discussed yesterday. So now let us begin the today's part over here. We are now we are about to begin the part. Okay, here is the percentage that we have it over here. So let me tell you everybody, like if you want to give the answer now, you can just comment down into the chat box, and you can tell me either in Hindi or English anything you want to ask or say. So let us begin the percentage. Acha, like we yesterday discussed some question, and now the question that we discussed was that the formula, using a formula. So formula was what? Let us see. So it was like A plus B plus AB by 100. We have discussed this part over here. So if it is this part over here, what I can do is I can take A and B value as any two numbers. Okay, so that like suppose like they are saying that okay, 10% increase and B is also given as 20% increase. 10% increase and 20% increase is happening. You can apply this formula directly. If they say 10% increase, 20% decrease, now the sign should be minus and plus 10. It is increase, so plus 10. Minus, so minus 20. So therefore, this is our universal formula. So if they're saying increase of 10%, decrease of 20%, like that, we can apply accordingly this formula to calculate the overall whatever the percentage we are getting. Okay, whether increase or decrease. So I hope everybody is clear with this part. Now let us move ahead and let us see the next part that we have. So next is what? Like let me tell you that there is again a formula. The formula is like if I want to suppose increase, basically either we can use this part or there is another part as well. Suppose we say that 20% increase is there. Okay, so what I can do is I can write the 100 plus 20% of 100. Okay, so it will be 20 by 100. Off means multiply, and then 100, it will be what? It will be, yeah. So it will be like 100 plus 100 cancel, it will be 20. So it will be like 120% over here. So like we are getting like that. But now if I want to convert into the fraction, this part, that will be 120 by 100 and that will be 1.2. So do we have direct formula for to apply and get this point? Yes, we have directly. What? Just write 1 plus, convert this number directly into fraction. It will be 20 by 100. Just convert like this. And you will get what? 1 plus 0.2. It will be 1.2 directly you can get over here like this. Okay. So what is the formula? The formula is final value if you want to calculate, that will be equals to like 1 plus whatever the number is given divided by 100, you can write. If one number is given, just write one time. If another number is also given, just write 1 plus b by 100. If third number is given, just multiply another number as well along with this. Okay, that was the easy part. Okay, so let us now begin with the next part that we have. The question today, like we are going to discuss what? The question which were already discussed in the previous companies. Okay, so now let us discuss the first question that we have it over here. So here we have a salary of Shraddha that is 1 lakh per month. So after like studying very hard for the examinations in her college, she like have got the job and now she's like earning 1 lakh per month. But now after earning money now, like we might think like, okay, let us get into the stock market. So like she also decided like, why not like get into the stock market? Okay, like let me tell you, I'm not like encouraging you to go to the stock market, just telling you, okay, an example. So now 1 lakh per month like she is earning. Now it is increased by 10%. As she put into the like stock market now, his money rose by 10%. Okay, and suddenly then it decreased by 20%. Okay, and then so again it increased by 30%. So what is her final salary after she put all of her salary in the stock market? Okay, so let us now see that over here. What is basically the final salary she is be getting? Either she'll be like earning something or not. So let us now see the first question over here that we have. So what are we going to do? I'll be applying again the same formula that I discussed. Okay, so now let me tell you that what we are going to do. I told you that final value. Okay, so now the formula I can apply is like what? Actually, let me tell you that here we have 10%. Let me show you by this 10%, 20%, and 30%. But the thing that you have to focus is like this is increased, this is decreased, and this is increased over here. That is the focus part. You should be focused upon this. Now, let us see that. Final value is what? 1 plus, I told you that we have to apply like this, A upon 100 over here like this. Okay, if the second number is given 1 plus b by 100 like this, we have to apply. And now one more thing I would like to tell you. Whatever we need to increase, we have to multiply here also. Suppose p is the value given over here, we also have to multiply with p as well. Okay, so this will like multiply with p also over here. Now let us now see that over here what we have. So salary is 1 lakh now. So now, and firstly it increased by 10%. Okay, so 10% first increase, then the 20% it decreased. Okay, no issues. Now here the 30% again increase. Okay, what is happening? It is like increasing, decreasing over here. Let us now see that. Let us apply the formula. So first value I'll take A as like a 10%, so 10 by 100 over here. Then further it will be like 1 plus B by what? B is what? 20. Okay. Then we have next 20 by 100 over here we have, and then finally I can apply for 30 also. But like here we should be using the plus sign or minus sign. That is an issue that you should be focusing upon. I have written over here the like a positive sign, but it should be negative. Why? Because it is decreasing now. It is decreasing. That is why. So now if it is decreasing, I'll choose the minus sign over here. That is also a concept that you should be remembering. Further, now the third value is 30, so it will be 1 plus 30 by 100. Now this is basically the question, and the value of P, that is how much was the salary? 1 lakh. So 1 lakh was the salary over here, and now you can easily calculate the final answer then. Okay, so it will be like what? It will be like 1.1 we can say over here. Okay, we cannot use A plus B. Yeah, definitely. Great, yes, that you like thought of this part over here. We can use this part as well. We can use this part. But in two different ways we have it. We have to use it. How? If it is 10%, we have to first calculate for these two. Whatever the final value we will be getting, that final value we have to solve is 30. So that is the way how we should be using in this case. Okay? And in this case, this will use with the minus sign, this will be used with the plus sign, and this will be used with the plus sign. So this formula we can apply here also. Okay, but now in this case 1.1. Okay, like or we can say like 11 by 10. If you solve it, it will be like this, and here it will be like 8 by 10 you will be getting over here, and then here it will be 13 by 10. Multiply with 1 lakh over here like this. You can easily calculate this part over here, and we can get the final answer over here. I hope it is now clear to everybody over here. So let us also let us basically see over here. If I talk about So 0, 0, 0 cancelled over here. We can cancel as well. 1, 2, 3. And one more 0, we have it over here. Into 10, we can say, yeah, one more cancel. And now we can easily calculate the answer over here. So over here. And so it will be 1040. Okay. This will be the final answer we will be getting over here. Okay. So I hope it is now clear to everybody over here. That will be the final part. Let me see that. Have we done some mistake or not? Okay. And yeah, that is correct over here. So we have got the final answer like this only. Okay, so now there is option do not match. Definitely, like, because I basically changed this salary over here. Option does not match. Why? Because like I have changed the salary. It was something else. I have put just 1 lakh so that you will be easily able to answer this. Okay, so that is why. Now let us see the second question. I'm giving you like what the finally okay, like the second question over here we have. And 1 minute I'm giving you to solve it. Everybody should try and comment down into the chat box. 1 minute. Your time starts now. This is the question that you can see on the right hand side was asked in the company Cisco. This is the question from the company Cisco. Okay, 10 seconds to go. We'll start. Okay, fine. So all of you tried over here. I appreciate that. Okay, so achha, one more thing I would like to tell you now. We already removed this decimal. So 2 times we have removed the decimal. So a small like change we have to do it over here. Like only one number we should be also like writing over here. So it will be like this over here we will be getting. Okay. So yeah. So that will be the part we overall have got. Achha, like here we have 11 into 8 into 13. So then we have to multiply all these numbers. Huh? So you will get some answer. We can calculate easily. Okay. Whatever the answer will be, you can easily calculate. So yeah, that is the part. Now let us see the next question. So the next question is here. It says that we have the in Gudubia College. Okay, so like this is a funny name that I've taken earlier. Like it was just a private college. Okay, so just make it an interesting part over here. Like I've taken that. Okay, so we have basically seen like series also. Like Gudubia was there. So now in Gudubia College, like there are like 1800 overall students are there. Last day. Okay, so this was like farewell going on. In the last day, what happened is like except 4% of the boys. Okay, except 4%. All the students were present in the college. Okay, so let us now see that over here. What is it saying? It is saying that like last day except 4%. Everybody should focus over here. Now, so here it is like this. So all the students are present in college. So how many total students? 1800. Fine. Now we are talking about today. Earlier we are talking about last day. Now we are talking about today. And now if we are talking about today over here, let us see the next part. So today, except 5%. Now this is the second condition given in the question. Today, except 5% of the girls, all the students are present in the college. So two different conditions we have to think and frame the, whatever the equation we can frame it, we can frame. Okay, we'll see. Further, let us try to read again. Now it's saying that, but in both the day, like the last day and the present day, like the days, the number of students present in the college were the same. Students were same. Now it is giving us a hint. Okay, let us use the hint and let us see that what can we do in this question. So now here, what we have to do is, first of all, okay, Pravagra, great, we'll check your answer. Now here, like we have the number of girls basically we have to take with the options only. Achha, do we know like exactly how many boys are there? How many girls are there? We don't know. We only have percentage of boys which are not coming, percentage of girls which are not coming, but we don't know exactly what is the number of girls, what is the number of boys. So we'll using the options formula. Like we'll use the options, not formula. We'll use the options and we'll proceed. So let us take over here. Let the number of girls in the college over here be 800. So 800 is basically the number of girls we have got. Further, now the number of boys will become what? It will be like definitely out of 1800 we can subtract. Okay, so it will be like this, 1800 minus 800. It will be 1000 in number. 1000 as the number of boys over here. Now we are going to frame the equation. It is saying that except 4% boys. Boys are how many? Like 1,000. Okay. So out except 4% means 96% of the boys now. 96% of the boys. So 96% of the boys are like 96% of 1,000. These are the number of boys. Now the second part. The second part is we also have to add, because all the students are present now. So 96% of the boys and 800 are the girls. Further on the right hand side. Now further on the right hand side, it is also saying the part they are saying is 5% of the girls. Okay, 5% of the girls, except 5% of the girls. It means 95% of the girls are present. 95% of the girls are present. So girls are 800 we have taken. So 95% of 800 over here. Now, what we have to do? Plus, because all the students are present now, all the students are present. So therefore, I'll add the remaining boys are total coming. Total boys are coming. So this is the condition framed from the second part. This is the condition we framed over here from the first part. And finally, these two equations we compared, and we can easily calculate the final answer of this part. So now, so if you calculate over here now, you'll be getting, like, by using this only, you will get the answer. That is, C is the correct answer you will be getting over here. Only the option is the way that we have over here. Okay, so that is great. Like, you all tried, Prabhakar. I appreciate that you tried. So the C is the correct answer we have got. So now let us now move ahead. And I hope, Prabhakar, you were giving the answer to the last part, I think. Okay, it's fine. So great that you tried and given the answer. Now let us see the next question. Now, this is a question from the company Essential. So again, I'm giving you 1 minute. Try your level best. You have to do a little bit approximation in this question. So 1 minute to go. Yes, you have to use the options. But not in this case, like, yeah, we have to follow a specific way. 20 seconds to go. Okay, the time is up. Great that you all tried. I appreciate everybody that you all tried. And let us now see what are we going to get. You don't have to calculate directly. If you calculate directly now, it will consume a lot of time, like 4 minutes to 5 minutes. It more than that also you might take it. But now here we are going to use a approximation part. Okay, so let us understand how you should be proceeding in that part over here. Understand, yes. But now here comes the role of the fraction. I told you to learn what is basically 1 upon 6, what is like in percentage, fraction to percentage. I have given you to learn it. Okay, Janvi, that you given the answer. Karthik as well. I appreciate everybody that you all are trying. Okay, so let us see that over here. First, we have 36% over here. Let us write. Okay, then I'll tell you that what you should be writing over here so that it will be very much easier to find the answer of 765 plus 17.7. Everybody now let us focus over here. So the first is like 36%. Acha, now can we break it down? Yeah, so we can break it down this number into two different parts. So now let me tell you that this 36% is very close to 35. This 26% is very close to 25. So can I calculate 35% and 25%? Yes. And we all know 35% is 5 times 7 is 35. Okay. So 5 times 7 is 35. Acha, do we know 5% in fraction? Acha, I'm letting you learn now in the group only, like I'm letting you learn. So so the 5%, if I tell you in fraction now, it is 1 by 20. 7 times of 1 by 20. Okay. Now similarly over here, if I tell you 25% is 5 times of 5%, so it will be what? It will be like yeah, it is like 26%. Yeah. So it will be like 5 times 5, 25. And now if it is 25 over here, so you can write again 5 into 1 yeah, by 20 again over here. So now here we have got of 945. Acha, now let me tell you over here, in order to make our work easier now, we'll also convert this number also. Like what? We'll write it as 950. We'll write this number as 770. Okay, 770. To make our work easier. So now basically off means multiply only, so I'll write directly multiply. 950. Now multiply with 950 over here. plus, okay, it is minus only. And then here we are using 770 over here into 770 over here. Now, let us now simplify further 7 by 20. Actually, you don't have to write all these steps. You don't have to write all these steps. Directly, you can write like this. If you practice now, like I'll take a lot of questions also further in the sessions. So if you practice a lot of questions now, you'll be able to write it directly. So this is the first time we are observing. So 7 times, like it will be like 9550 plus now 5 by 20 times of 770. And there is a 17.7 also, like we'll add it afterwards. Okay, 0, 0 cancelled over here, 0, 0 cancelled over here. And now if you calculate this part over here, it will be like 65 over here divided by 2. And now plus, it will be like 5 times 770. So it will be coming out to be what? Yeah, definitely aega. 5 times 7, 35. So 5, 7, 35. 35 and 3, 38. 38 by 2. Achha, this is the very easy part. Now, we all can do this. 665, like just one digit number into two digit number, we can easily calculate it. Okay. Now, just dividing after this number, 332.5 minus 192.5 plus 17.7. Now, what I'll do is just subtract these two. If you subtract these two, we'll get 140 exactly. Yeah, sorry, like I have used the sign over here. That is a minus sign, definitely for sure. By mistakenly, we have taken. Okay, so this is the minus sign we are subtracting. And now we are subtracting, so we'll, yeah. So it is 140 plus 17.7, and if it will be 150, like 7.7. So approximately, if you see that over here, like this is the answer over here we are getting. Only this part, for like we have to move it like this. In these 1, 2, 3, 4, in 4 steps, you will get the answer. In these 4 steps. This is, I have shown you to explain. If you do it now multiple times, you will be able to do that very easily. Okay, now let us see the next question over here. Again, 1 minute to go. Your time starts now. Again, we have to use the, yeah, you can try, I'll tell you. Okay, 20 seconds to go. Okay, so all of you tried a level best over here. I appreciate that. So now let us see the question over here. And earlier, some of the students have already tried and given the answers as well. I appreciate everybody that you all tried. Okay. So now let us see the question is the population of Badlapur. Aja, we have seen a movie like that as Badlapur. In that, now population sometimes increases and decreases. You know why? Like because like the name itself tells us. Okay. So now the population of that increases by 16, 2 by 3. It is not a funny part, but definitely like we are just understanding. Okay. Don't take it like, yeah. So the population of Badlapur increases by 16, 2 by 3% in the first year, decreases by 37.5% in the second year, and then increases by 57 1 by 7% in the third year. Now the population of the town becomes this. This is the final answer given to us. Everybody, this is the final answer given to us. After doing all of these operations, 16 2 by 3, 37.5 and that. So first, let me tell you over here, we have 16 2 by 3 percentage, then we have 37.5 percentage, then we have 57 1 by 7 percentage over here. So I'll try to convert these numbers into what? Again, the fractions only. So in fraction, if I tell you, so it will be like what? 16 by 2, 3. Yesterday only I told you to learn. So it is 1 by 6. Okay, it is 1 by 6 in fraction. Percentage to fraction. So I have given over here. Now, those who have not joined the group now, you can basically like find the chat like this particular group info in the description of this channel. Okay, so you can join it. Now, 37.5 over here we have, and now 37.5% we can write as what? 3 times of 12.5. And this 12.5 also we learned today, yesterday only. 3 times of 1 by 8. Okay, this is the basically the fractional part. Now, 57 1 by 7. Now, if I tell you over here, it will be like 4 times of 1. This is basically, we can write now 4 times of like 14 2 by 7. And this 14 by 2, 14 2 by 7 also we learned yesterday. All of these numbers, that's why I have given you to learn so that we can use in this question. So 1 by 6, 1 by 7, 1 by 8 like this. So this is 1 by 6, this is 3 by 8 over here, and this is 4 by 7. Okay, so now let us apply, very easy. Now what I can do is, like earlier we have seen the formula 1 plus, okay, so 1 plus something by something. So this is the fraction directly given. So we don't need to convert into the percentage. Directly we can use the fraction. Okay, so now the 3 by 8, it will be 1 plus. Acha, now here it is increases. First it is saying increases, then it is saying over here what? Then it is saying like decreases, increases, and the again increases. So now here, let us now do the same thing over here. So what I will be doing is, I'll be now writing over here 1 minus, because second time it decreases now. So I'll use the formula, like I'll basically use the minus sign over here in the second case. And now after using the minus sign over here, it will be minus of what? 3 by 8 multiplied with what? 1 plus 4 by 7. Overall, if I calculate now, final population will become 55,000 over here. So this is the final part. We are getting 55,000, and now we need to just solve it. Let us take the LCM over here. It will be like 7 by 6 over here. Then it will be like 5 by 8, and this will be like 7 plus 4, 11 by 7 over here. Now equals to 55,000 over here. Now the p value, now we can like take it on the other side. It will be 55,000. Like take all these numbers on the other side. 6 times 8 times 7 divided by what? Like 7 times 5 times 11, and you can solve it over here. You'll be getting the final answer over here as 48,000 over here. C is the answer. Okay, so I hope it is now clear to everyone. That is the final answer. Now, next question over here. The question, if you have any doubts now, you can comment down into the chat box. Just tell me, okay? So again, a question, your time starts now. Okay, Yash, great. This is the question asked in Cisco company. No, this is not a Venn diagram question. You have to assume the two different situations. Then we have to solve. Yeah, love. I'll definitely go to explain this, love. First, like as we are solving this question, let us take our time. Okay, 20 seconds more I'll be giving you. And then we'll see after this question. Cool. So now here is basically our most beloved company. That is what? The Microsoft company now we have. There are basically like there's a survey conducted, and in that survey we got to know that 60% of the employees are men over here. Okay. So now we have two different things over here, two different scenarios. 60% of them are men. 48% of the employees are basically overall employees are engineer. So two different kind of things we have it over here. So differently with the men we are talking about and engineers. Okay. So now 66% of the engineers are men over here in that. Okay. So now 66% of the engineers are men over here. And now let us see over here. The question is like percentage of women who are not engineers. Achha, like some of you like were saying like Venn diagram. Definitely we can use it, but it will be like we have to think about that as well. We can use that also. Okay. So now first let us see over here with using a normal approach how we can proceed to solve it. Now here we have the like initially it is telling us that the employees are men are 60%. Men are like 60%. Okay, men are 60%. So can I now take overall like number of men, women, overall employees are 1,000 in number? We can take it like that. But is the 1,000 correct number? No. 1,000 is not a correct number. So can I take 1,000x? X will be a number, any number. If I multiply with 1,000, I can get exactly the number, whatever it will be. Acha. Now, if it is like this, 1,000x is the total number of people. So how many of number of men are there? Men over here are what? 60%. So 60% of this 1,000x. Those who don't know, that's why we are solving like this. 60 by 100. And now like it will be 1,000x over here. Now 0 0 cancel over here, it will be 600x. You can directly also calculate, okay? You can write directly by observing only now. If you practice a lot of time, you will do that. Now men are 600x over here. If I subtract from this, will I get women over here? Yes. So women are 1,000x minus 600x over here. So it will be 400x over here. So it will be 400x over here. Now men and women we have got. Now let us talk about another case. What is the another case? The another case is engineers. So now let us take the total engineers are how many? Okay. So let me tell you over here. If I tell you that in the question it is saying that 48% of the employees are engineers. So now let us write over here total what? Engineers. And now if we are taking over here the total engineers over here, so let us proceed to write over here that is 48% of total employees. So 48% of total employees, that is 1000x over here. Okay, the same way we will calculate over here, and 48 by 100 into 1000, you will get a 480x. Directly you can write also if you are observing this. 480x we have got over here total engineers. Now we have to basically see initially men and women we have seen. Now the total engineers, these are the two different things that I was talking about. And now if it is the case, we need what? We need basically women. Okay, if we need women, but there is condition given for 66% of the engineers are men. Okay. Now there's a relation between men and women, basically men and engineers over here. So can I write which are male or men engineers we can say over here? Okay, so let us write male engineers over here. That will be what? So that will be 66% of the 480. 66% of what? 66.6% of 480x over here. And let me tell you over here, those who don't know, 66.6% in fraction will be what? It will be 2 by 3 times of 480. If you calculate over here, you will get over here what? That will be 3 times 1. Yeah, it will be 6. So it will be 320x. 1 by 3 into 480. No, it is 66.66%. 33.33% is 1 by 3. Yes. Okay. So that is the part. So that is why 66.6% will be what? Okay, so 2 times of 33.1 by 3 we have to write. Okay, 33 1 by 3. So it will be 2 times of 1 by 3. It will become 2 by 3. Okay, this is the case we have taken over here, 2 by 3. Now here if it is the case over here 320x, and now if 320x of the male engineer, can I write about the women engineers? Yes, finally. So now let us also write over here the women engineers over here. Acha, now total are 480. If I subtract, it will be what? We can subtract it over here. So let us now subtract it over here. It will be 480 x minus 320. The x, it will be what? It will be 120x we are getting, I think. So it is, no, 160 I guess. Yeah, 160 x we are getting. So now the women engineer 160x over here we have got. Now finally what we need in the question, women who are not engineers. So women engineers are these many, 160x. And now if I talk about who are not engineers, women who are not engineers, how many total women are there? 480. How many women engineers are there? 160. Can I now subtract? Yes. So let us subtract it over here. If I subtract, so not women engineers over here, that will be total 400 minus 160 x only. I'll be getting what? 240x. Now what we have to do is just a percentage of women who are not engineers. Okay, so now percentage, now we have to calculate. So now the woman, not woman engineer, that is 240x divided by the total basically engineers, total basically women are there, because we are finding only for women now. So that's why woman, total women I'll consider over here, 400x over here. Then multiply with 100 over here, and yeah, it will be overall if we calculate over here, 0 0 cancelled over here, and 60% it will be the final answer. So the answer will be D over here, the correct answer. Okay, so I hope it is now clear to everybody. Okay, yes, great that you tried also 160 you have given the answer. Fine. Acha, one of the student was one of the our friend was asking about what that from where we have got this 1 plus 1 by 6. Acha, if I tell you over here, let us write over here, let us see over here. If I have this part 1 plus 1 by 6, if I say over here that if I write in this form now, I can write, if suppose it is saying that, let's take an example. So 20 by 2 to the 6, 12. Okay, 120. So now if it is like that over here now, so if I want to convert into the fractional form, I need to take the two different values over here. Okay, and if I take two different values over here, definitely it will be what? It will be the value that is given upon total. But in the question, in the percentage the question was given. Okay, so that's why as it was given 16 2 by 3% directly, so you can convert this percentage into the fraction, you will get 1 by 6. So if I add now 100% plus 16 2 by 3%, it will be like this only. Either we write 1 plus 1 by 6 or like this part. These both are same. Okay, so like this we have got over here. So we are considering only in fraction because we want to calculate the final answers. That's why we are solving only in fractional part over here. So I hope it is now clear to you, love. So yeah, if it is not clear still, I'll I'll explain it once again if you don't have, if you still have doubt. Now let's see the next question over here. Question, it says that we have basically a radio. Okay, we are like, this is a 5,000 song, like you might have seen, na? Sarega Caravan, like radio, like box we have it. So try everyone and tell me the answer over here. I have 1 minute to go. This question is asked in the company HCL. Twenty seconds to go. Okay, the time is up. You all tried over here. Okay, so now let us begin. So here now we have a radio. Okay, some of you might have seen as well. Okay, the ad, yeah. So like basically some of you might having also. So now if a person buy a radio, suppose you want to gift your parents, okay, after you basically earning a good amount, so you are like gifting your like parents a radio that is Saregama Kawa. So person buys this radio worth 2468 rupees. Okay, that is the overall money that we have bought. Acha, when you go into the like shop, you say that okay, like I want to purchase this. So he will add some tax also on that. Okay, so like suppose like we paid 7% tax on the sales, basically whatever it is they are charging. Now, how much price? How much price of the like should we reduce? Okay, this part how we basically how much we should be like reducing to pay only 2468. It means that we only need to pay 2468 final amount after adding the sales percentage tax, which is already given over here, na, sales tax. So initially, suppose we can assume over here, let the price be X. We can assume it as over here as X. Okay. So now in X, suppose this is the price you have taken from the wherever it is placed, and now you are going on the counter. And now after reaching the counter, now he's saying that 7% tax will be charged to it. Okay, add it. So now like 7% we added to it. 7% of what? 7% of the same money, na? On the same money we have to charge it. Now then overall the final price we should be giving as what? That is 2468. Okay, 2468 over here. That is a complete equation now we have framed, and we have to solve it now. Okay, so let us now solve it over here. That is an easy question that was asked in HCL over here. Now let us now try to solve it. So it will be like X plus 7 by 100. Percentage to fraction we have to convert now. So now like that. Of means what? Of means just multiply. Now like is equals to what? 2468. 2468 over here. So now just like take it on the other side over here. X also. So now here if we like take the LCM, it will be 107. X by 100 is equals to 2468 over here. If you calculate the value of X, 2468 multiply with 100 divided by what? 107 over here. And if you calculate the value of X now, you will get over here 2306. This is the price it should be, or is like before, and now no, like this is like we cannot say basically, yeah, cost price we can say, not yeah, selling price, yeah, sale price, because like discount and these kind of things like definitely we can consider like that also. But actually like this is just general question, na, that's why we have taken like that. But yeah, in profit and loss part also we'll be discussing it like the cost price, sale price, like that. Okay. Great, Yash, that you also thought of in that direction. Now, what we need how much price should be reduced. Acha, some of you by just thinking or like that, if this option is given in the question, you will be, without even observing, you will mark the answer in the options like A, B, C, D. So read the question like again. Whenever you are just going to tick now, read the question last line. What is asking? It is asking how much we should be reducing from this money. So 2468 minus this whatever we have got over here, 2306 over here. So it will like yeah, that will be like 261. 162 over here will be the answer. That is C over here. So yeah, definitely we'll be talking about Yash in the profit and loss session. Definitely for sure. Now the next question over here, that is question number like over here, like we have, and your time starts again. For 1 minute you have time. Try and tell me the answer. This question is also asked in the company HCL. So now you can observe that how like which kind of like how like yeah, which kind of question is like usually asked. What kind of question? 20 seconds to go. Okay. So your time is up. You all tried your level best. I appreciate that as well. So now, let me tell you, Bhaga, like there is a 5 liter jug. Okay. So like as we all suppose like we are all in our college days and we have basically planning a party and we also like bring some basically some things over here. So now suppose like we have something over here, not definitely the salt water. Now 5 liter jug contains some 4 liter of water, like salt water solution. That is 15% salt inside that. Okay. Okay. So they are discussing about the salt that we have. Okay. So now here we have like what 5 liter is the jug capacity that you have to understand. This is the important part. This is a capacity. Not it is not telling us that this much amount of thing is present inside that. No, it is just the capacity of this jug. It is 5 liters. Now they are saying that 4 liter of salt water solution overall. It is not up to the brim. It is not filled up to the brim. It is only this part. And how much? It is 4 liters only. And now how much like percent of salt? 15% of the salt over here. Fine. Now, if 15% salt is inside this, and now suppose like we are just carrying from one place to another, and now suppose like by just moving, we are just running like in hurry, and we spill it out. We spill it out. How much? 1.5 liter. We spill it out. After spilling out, what will happen? So definitely, yeah. So some of the like quantity decrease now. Okay, how much? 1.5 liter is gone. Okay, it is gone. Now, what along with this 1.5 have gone? Let us now see that. Inside this, we have some salt also. We have some salt. So now, if that salt is inside this, we'll calculate the salt quantity, how much inside this we have. And the total capacity also we will calculate. Let me tell you why. So let us see the question again over here and try to observe what is it saying. So now, a 5 liter jug contains 4 liter of salt water solution, which that is 15%. So 1.5 liters spills out. Then the jug is filled to the capacity. Capacity means what? We are filling up to the brim. Okay, so we are just filling up to the top over here, and finally now it is what? It is like we can say the total capacity will become 5 liter now. After it this this is spilled down, then the final capacity is 5 liter. Okay, we'll see that what further we have to observe in this part. So let us try solving this question over here. So now if I tell you over here, we have the question: what percent of the resulting solution is a salt? We need to find the salt over here. Okay, so let us see the over here percentage salt we need. Okay, we'll find out, and now let us try to understand how we are going to find it. Now, let me tell you over here, if the percentage salt we need to find, we'll start with the initial part. Total quantity of solution was what? That is 4 liter. Let us write. Total quantity was 4 liter earlier we are writing, okay? So, how much is the salt present inside that? Okay, salt in percentage, it was 15%. Carefully observe over here. Okay, that is an important question. And like if it is like clear, definitely you will be able to solve other type of questions as well. So total quantity is 4 liter and salt percent is 15%. Now amount of salt present at the beginning. How much it will be? Let us write over here now. Okay, so salt in beginning I am writing over here. Okay. Okay, so we'll be writing over here. Yeah, so the beginning over here. So now let us write over here, and how will it be like this over here? It will be like salt in the beginning will be like 15% now. 15% of what? 15% of total 4 liter. So 4 liter. So that will be what? 15 by 100 of means multiplied by 4. If you calculate now, it will be 0.6 liters you will be getting in the first part. Okay, 0.6 liter. That is the amount of salt we have it. Further, let us move ahead. Now, salt we have got, I told you that, okay, like here we have calculated the salt inside this. Now, something spilled down, okay. Now, I'll calculate whatever it is spilled. Now, let us see over here, everybody. What is now spilled? After spilling, let us now write over here the amount of first what we need is the remaining amount of water. Let us now write over here what is the remaining water out of like this 0.6. So, the remaining water, it will be like 4 liter we can subtract 0.6. This is the remaining water 3.4 liter. But now actually like in that case over here, in this case over here, we have 1.5 liter spilled out. So if it is spilled out 1.5, so again the the amount of salt inside the complete solution or the 1.5 liter will be 15% only. It will not change. Now let us calculate the salt in 1.5 liter. What I'll do is I'll calculate the 15% of what this 1.5 only. So now if I calculate over here 15% of this 1.5, it will be like 15 by 100 of means multiply 1.5 over here. So now if I solve it over here, it will be 5 times 315, 5 times 2, again 5 times 315, 5 times 20 over here. So it will be like 9 by 40 over here. Okay, I'll be getting 9 by 40. And if you calculate the in fractions now, in decimals, it will be 0.225. 0.225 liters of what? Salt we have got. This is the amount of salt we have got. Now here the very easy part. Now one step is remaining only. Salt now we have got is 0.225 liter. Okay, 0.225 liter is the salt. So now we are calculating the percent of salt. So we have to take 50% even after silver also. Yes, that is our concept. Yes. So now we have to calculate. Now it is saying that now the jug is filled to the capacity. It means now the overall quantity now present is 5 liter. Total quantity is what? Total capacity now we have to consider is equals to 5 liter now. Because after spilling now, we filled it up to the top. 5 liter, it became 5 liter again. But now 0.225 liter is basically what? Acha, like we have to basically, this is the spilled part. But we have to take the remaining part now because whatever inside this. So let us now write over here. By mistake we have taken over here. We have to take the remaining part. So what is the remaining part? Let us now write over here. The remaining will be after subtracting from the 0.6 was the earlier and now it is this much spilled. So let us subtract 0.6 minus 0.225 liter. It will be coming out to be 0.375 divided by 5 liter multiplied with 100. And if you calculate over here now, you will get the final answer over here as what? 7.5 exactly. Okay, so the A is the correct answer we have got. So that was an easy part we have discussed over here. I hope it is now clear to everybody. Okay, so now this is the next question. Now we have it. That is the last question of the session. And your time starts now. Again, 1 minute to go. Fifteen seconds to go. Okay, yes, okay, I got your answer. Okay, great. So all of you tried your level best. I appreciate that now. And let us now discuss the question. Mix of 20 kg milk and water we have it. Okay. So now 20 kg water over here. So definitely like summer time going on. Suppose you decided to distribute basically like sugar, like milk and water, like two different like needy people. Okay, whosoever it is. So now basically the mixture we created of milk and water and like let us not consider sugar in this case over here, but definitely we should be. Now a mixture of 20 kg milk is there and now it contains 90% milk over here. Okay, so this 20% contain 90% of milk. So 90% of this only, na? 90% of 20 kg. So now 90% means what? 90 by 100 of means multiply. And what is 20? Like directly 20 we have it. Subtract. Cancel out. So 2 times 9 is what? 18 over here. It will be 18 kg is the milk present over here. Now, that is the milk. Now, can we now calculate the water present over here? Yeah, that is the easy part. Just subtract from the total 20 kg minus this 18, I'll get the remaining, which is the water, 2 kg over here. Now, what is the basically question saying over here? The question is saying that, okay, let us see. A mixture of 20 kg milk and water contains 90% of the milk over here in this case. How many kilograms of water should be added? We are going to add something that is water. And now they are also telling us the final answer also. Like what are basically easy question. They are directly telling us 40% over here, the amount of water present. Okay, we just have to just frame our equation. Let us now frame the equation. How can I do this? Now, in this case over here, what I will be doing is, I will be considering over here that we have 2 kg is the water, 18 kg is the milk. We added some water. So now the new quantity of water we can say over here. New quantity of water, that will be what? 2 plus x. Some x we added. We can assume now some x we added. And now after we added x over here, it will become 2 plus x. Now if I write over here the total quantity of milk and water mixture, it will become what? As we have added, like 18 was the milk over here. 18 was the milk. And now the water is now became like 2 plus x. So it will be 20 plus x over here now. So now it will be like what? Let's just add, basically we have added. Okay, now we need the percent amount of water. Okay, percentage of water. So now percentage of water is already given in the question, 40%. Okay, now we just have to frame the equation. How? 20 plus x is the amount of water. Sorry, 2 plus x is the amount of water we have. 2 plus x, not 20. 20 plus x is the total amount of water. Total amount of whatever the solution is. 2 plus x is the water. So 2 plus x upon total quantity of water, that is 20 plus x. And then we can multiply with 100 over here. So now, if I calculate over here, in this case over here, this part now we need to solve it. How? Let me now show you as well. So now what you can do is take this 100 on the other side, okay? It will be 40 by 100 equals to 2 plus x. Just in order to simplify it easily now, I'm telling you the way. 0, 0 you can cancel, 2 times 2, 4, 2 times 5 is 10. So it will be 2 by 5 equals to 2 plus x upon 20 plus x. Now, take this 20 plus x on the other side, 2 times of 20 plus x over here, and then take this 5 on the other side, it will be 5 times of 2 plus x. Now, so 2 times 20 is 40, 40 plus x equals to 5 times 2, 10, 10 plus x over here. Then what I have is 5x it is. Yeah, and here it is 2x by, yeah, I missed it. Now, 10, take it on the other side, 40 minus 10 equals to 5x minus 2x, it will be 3x. And this is 30. So what is, like, x we are getting, x equals to 30 by 3, that is 10. So you don't have to write, let me tell you over here, if you want to write quickly now, you don't have to write all of these like lines. I have written over here just to explain you. You can directly solve it, whatever it is. Now, that is the overall part, and we discuss. If you have any doubts, you can comment down into the chat box. I appreciate everybody that you all tried. Some of you have also comment down into the chat box also. That is great. Now, any doubts by anybody? Yes or no? Okay. No doubts then. So that is all for the session, and I appreciate that you all participated. So we will be meeting in the next session, which is tomorrow, and have a great day, everybody. Goodbye to all.